The women's pro peloton kicked off their season with the 13th edition of the Omloop Het Nieuwsblad. 124.4 kilometers. This prestigious classic kicked off in Ghent. 6 cobblestone sections and 8 climbs, 3 of them cobbled, with the famous Muur, Kapelmuur and the Bosberg to finish things off. Soon after the flag dropped, it was a breakaway group after 4 kilometers that got itself established. 3 young riders from developing teams, Claudia Jongerius of Bingo, Carly Waterus of Multum and Elizabeth Bennett of Drops Le Col, built a lead of 5.5 minutes. It would be Jongerius that was the final rider of the breakaway to be swept up. On the open roads of Flanders, though, the hammer went down and the peloton started to splinter. And it was the world champion Anna van der Breggen and her teammates of SD Works that were looking to split the race. Annemiek van Vleut and Lizzie Deignan were delayed in the group behind as they headed on to the next climb of the day. It was Demi Vollering, a new signing for SD Works, that went on the offensive. She was being chased hard by the riders from the Liv team. Vollering, though, would go clear. Would it be enough, though? The SD Works team, a triple threat with no fewer than 3 former winners of the race. For Vollering, though, she was hunting for her first big victory as a pro. Liv were trying to set things up for Belgian champion Lotte Kopecky as they headed in towards Gerardsbergen, and the Muur, Kapelmuur, it was Elisa Longa-Borghini that headed towards the steepest part of the climb. It kicks up on the cobblestones to nearly 20%. The Trek Segafredo rider was on the offensive and looking strong as they hit the steepest slopes of the climb. Longa-Borghini was being chased hard by van der Breggen, with Lotte Kopecky also up there. They headed towards the church at the top, and the chasing group was splintering further and was being whittled down to the who's who of the women's pro peloton. Over the top, Demi Vollering was swept up by the group, with home rider Lotte Kopecky being the rider that made the junction. Soraya Paladin, one of the next riders to go on the attack. Elisa Longa-Borghini, ever so vigilant. They were joined at the front by Vollering once again, with just the Bosberg climb to come and the run towards the finish. The group, though, containing the likes of Chantal van der Broekbach, Marta Bastianelli, Lisa Brennauer and the world champion Anna van der Breggen. As they hit the Bosberg, though, van der Breggen, with that trademark style, started to open up a gap. It was the Belgian champion and the Italian champion that were trying to hold the rampaging van der Breggen at bay. On the slopes of the Bosberg, they weren't able to do it, and she went over the top. She was hunting for her first victory of 2021, and to give SD Works the dream start to their sponsorship. Grace Brown of Bike Exchange amongst the chasers, with Sophia Bertizzolo and Soraya Paladin heading towards the final kilometers of the race, and van der Breggen was holding just over 20 seconds. The next, it was the turn of Canyon SRAM's Cassia Nuvia-Doma to do the chase, and Marlon Roos, the new signing for Aleix. It was not to be, though, and they went through 1 kilometer to go with the world champion, who is quite possibly the most stylish bike rider in the world. She swept into Nineveh to kickstart a 2021 in emphatic fashion. She crossed the line. Rainbow jersey flying high in Omloop Het Nieuwsblad. The sprint behind was between Amy Peters and Emma Norsgaard Jorgensen. It would be the Movistar rider and the Dane that took second place. It would be first and third on the day for SD Works. Van der Breggen flying high. Confirmation of your top 10. Anna van der Breggen takes it from Emma Jorgensen. Peters, Kopecky, Barnes, Bastianelli, Brown, Cavalli and Longa-Borghini are your top 10. Your podium. Omloop Het Nieuwsblad kickstarts the 2021 season with Anna van der Breggen, Emma Jorgensen and Amy Peters.